What's up, guys? This is Takeo. This is gonna be my second video, so I'm kind of excited, just kind of wanted to speak a little bit about, Buddhism and stuff like that. What I kind of believe in when it comes to Buddhism. Well, I want to go ahead and explain the Four Noble Truths, which is, life is suffering. According to the Buddha, whatever life we lead has some nature of suffering and things like that. Even if we're happy for a while, it is temporary. And it means that we can only, it's just transitory by nature, which is a word that the website I looked up used. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research on line. I've been reading books and stuff like that, trying to get more familiar with it. Because when I first heard of Buddhism, I was kind of interested in it. So I really didn't know much about it though, because I don't know, I guess it's because my Western mind hadn't really, I've heard of it, but I was not really familiar with it too much. Okay, the second noble truth is the cause of suffering, which is we have these delusions that kind of enter our mind, like we feel we have to be attached to something, or we feel anger or ignorance and stuff like that. Delusions, basically things that we hold in our mind that aren't true, or things that could be harmful to others and ourselves. One thing that I really liked was, at first I was kind of turned off by Buddhism because the attachment thing kind of just drove me away. Because I thought you weren't supposed to have attachment at all, as in you have to lose your girlfriend, you have to lose any desire at all. You can't want anything, or it's not really want, it's just you can't. I think what it meant was you can have friends and stuff, but truly what it meant is you can let me look at my book so I can pick up where I was. It's like, I really like this saying here. It was about attachment. It was really good. I read it in a book. One takes a coconut, makes a hole in it, just large enough that a monkey can squeeze its hand in. Next, tie the coconut down and put a sweet inside. What happens next is pure attachment. The monkey smells the sweet, puts his hand into the coconut, grabs the sweet, and the hole is too small to let the fist out of the coconut. The monkey would never consider letting go of the sweet. He's literally tied down by his own attachment. Now, I like that. That's a good quote. I don't. It's just a good little, because like a lot of Buddhism is taught in little riddles like this, kind of things. It's just all taught like that. I kind of like it. So it makes it easier to understand, because a lot of, I have to say, like, I have this book in there in my room about Buddhism, and it's very hard to understand. Because the basic principles of Buddhism are very easy to understand. It's just when you get really in deep into the books, it's just sometimes it runs on, and sometimes you just I don't understand it, But I don't know. That's why I kind of made up just did it from, kind of made up some of what I do based on how I feel, and the attachment thing I read online, because I was just like, I just didn't want to lose, like if I ever wanted to pursue love or anything like that, I didn't want to lose that. I wanted to feel what it was, or have friends and stuff like that, But actually, what it is what normally, attachment does not mean you can't, have those things. It's just we don't know how to let go of them. Things like that come into our lives. What we do is we grab onto them really tightly, and we don't let go. Just like the monkey. The monkey grabbed on that sweet and would not let go, making itself unable to move forward. And we kind of block ourselves the same way. Like, like let's say you meet someone you really like, but in order to, find happiness, you might have to leave them. We grab onto that person and we don't. basically you're keeping yourself locked down and you're keeping them locked down. So you're hurting other people through attachment too. So I mean, truly you're holding yourself back. And I don't. I mean, I think I think if you do find something long term and something that you would like to spend the rest of your life with, you go for it. But if you ever feel that she or he or whatever is holding you back from reaching happiness, I think you should let go. Or if you feel that you are holding them back from reaching happiness, you should let go. I mean, enjoy the time you have together, but know when it's time to let go and move on. And have this in mind, because a lot of times, what I say to myself to make myself feel a little better is that truly attachment does not mean holding on to someone. Well, it's actually the opposite. It means you should not think of everything as separate, because we always think we're losing something. That's why we grab onto things. We feel like we're alone in this world, and that's why we grab onto things, and we always feel like if we don't hold on to it, we're going to lose it. But in reality, everything is together. We're a part of this big ass universe, and we're all in this together, and we're all made of the same thing. So truly, if you think of it like we're all together and we'll never lose each other, it makes it feel a whole lot better. And you know that you'll never truly lose this person in here and in here. I mean, you always have the memories and stuff like that. So and you should look at it as in in the future I'll meet more people and I'll have more experiences. Sometimes it's hard to practice Buddhism, because a lot of it you have to. I mean, it's hard to get into your mind, because Buddhism really, and a lot of religion is like this, where you have to change your mind. In order to find happiness, you have to change your mind. That's what Buddhists teach, and I really like that, and like so truly, just one little thing I wanted you to take from this is, you never really lose anybody. You're never separated from anyone. I mean, even though it may feel that way, just think of it, no, I'm not really, because truly we're all together, We're all part of a giant, we're all one piece of a giant whole, So, stuff like that. And, another thing, like, a lot of people, they strive for things, they have goals in life. A lot of people have goals in life, but a lot of times those goals are purely physical, like, oh man, I can't wait to make, $60,000 a year or $100,000 a year. I'm going to be living the rich life, stuff like that. But truly, what you should focus on is something you really want to do. And once you accomplish this goal, the way to know if it is something that you really want and something that, isn't just a temporary fix, is to whenever you accomplish it, whether you want more. Because you ever notice that, whenever, it's kind of like, whenever you want a piece of chocolate, no, that's not a good one, but, whenever, it's just kind of like, whenever you accomplish something, don't you always want to get to the next level? You're never happy with where you're at, you're never satisfied, you're always disappointed, you're always trying to get better and better and better, when truly, I mean, even though it's okay to get better and better and better, but you should be happy with where you are. You should be content, I mean, why? And we're all so, very obsessed with getting higher and higher and higher in the world, when we should be happy with where we are, happy to help others, things like that. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that, I'm gonna leave it at, I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I don't want the video to run too long. But, thanks for listening. Hope, if you have any comments on what I've talked about, leave them down, in the comments area. And, thanks for listening. It's Takeo453, second video. Alright, thanks guys.